Welcome everyone, I am Tim and this is the controller. Thanks for clicking on Fallout 4. You only live once. We are inside the command center with having taken out a legendary Assaultron Dominator, and we are ready to get into Dima's memories. In the last part, we did visions in the fog, and we made it to the nucleus, ran scared over the island, and of course made our way into the command center. Now in the last part, I did end up losing some footage. There was some rendering issue. It was very jerky. Audio was messed up. So I had to cut that out. So we actually were able to make it into the command center here, as that was not originally going to be on the docket. But everything seemed to go pretty well, at least. So every time we look away and then look back, it decides it wants to come down the little head thing. Very nice. It's a good touch. But now we have to go inside Dima's memories, and I'm going to cut out pretty much all of that, as I think everybody basically knows what is going on inside of it. And there are 5 total, but we only have to do 3. But first, there is a chance that we are going to be in there long enough, and we are just overtired now. So we need to really take a look at, see what's going on with overtired. It is strength -1, and peckish of course is -1 endurance. So we are floating on the edge of carry capacity. So I think I might just put a few odds and ends away into a container, maybe this little cooler over here, and ooh, even an iguana on a stick. I can eat that for the food. We'll put it in the cooler here just to make sure, in case I get tired once again inside here and I lose another strength, that I won't actually be over encumbered and take damage. That would not be good. Now, if you aren't sure exactly how this works, basically in Dima's memories, you need to collect data. And one of the ways to do that, or I guess the only way to do that, is if you come over here, you got these little munchkins here that are data retrievers. So they will eventually go and be able to retrieve the memory. But before we do that, it looks like they are blocked. So one of the things we're going to need to do is get this nice decoder relay. And which way is that shooting? Oh, let's see here. Should be that way. And then that will send the green band in, and that will break up the red, and then these guys can move forward. But eventually there's going to be a little bit more that we have to hit and break in, so we will get that squared away right now as well. Lots of these blocks that we can just pick up and store, as the interface is the same as just a regular workshop back in a base. So ultimately that is coming right up here, and we are going to need to be on that square there. So if we just build up a little tower here, we can go, think it needs to be too high, and just got to find a little deflector block there, which it happens to be right here. Set that up there, and that will shoot through and break it up. So once again, we got to lay down a couple of these, so that way those guys have a nice clear path. Good thing I've picked up a lot, because there is a lot that we can fill in, and they will be running forward into here. But once they start collecting data, they're going to be coming under attack. So you see the little floaty, basically iBots over there. So we will need to help protect against that. And we got these lovely turrets here that we can just put up.
Data breach detected.
And
Initiate
that ought to work. And then they'll
anti-intrusion
come,
countermeasures.
run, scurry their little, I guess, bodies on over here. And they'll collect, and they'll just come running back. And they got to make it all the way over here. They're already working on getting taken out. Here comes the first one coming, running. They'll go lickety-split. And hopefully we will make it all the way, and that's all there is to it. Now I could jump down, and nothing will happen. The only thing that you might actually take damage from is getting a little too hungry and over encumbered. The last one come running in, 100% complete. And this is number 2 complete.
Memory retrieval at 100%.
So at that point,
Verifying.
we can go on to the next one, which you just have to go to where they
You can
actually
now
collected
use
the data from.
stream as an access point to the next memory.
And we are good to go. 2 down, 1 more to go.
Additional location data appended. Coordinates to the kill switch command code and the wind farm maintenance building.
Okay, so that is the one that we need. Recover the wind farm kill switch code. As you see in there, I got hungry, I got thirsty, and now I come out and I'm weary from lack of sleep. That AP bar is not looking good. And I didn't end up throwing anything into the cooler because I did remember I have this rad powered metal right leg. So that's working very, very nice, getting that +2 strength up. So that is looking good. And I think at this point, there might be a little bit more that I can loot going around. But there are beautiful, beautiful beds in here, which just make my way back to them at the moment. And then we can go to sleep proper and right in, nope, not this room, it is the next room. And right back here, close to the beginning, where you have all the beautiful, beautiful inactive turrets, there is a nice little bunkhouse. So there's not any proper beds in the nucleus itself, but if you come into the command center, you have these wonderful, wonderful clean beds here, and we are absolutely going to utilize them. But before we do that, we do need to make sure that we drink up our water, properly hydrated, and did mention may as well eat one of those iguana on a stick. I am carrying around 17 of those. Properly fed, looking good, and 11:34 at night. So this is actually a good time to sleep for 7 hours. Hopefully don't get sick. I've been relatively good lately. And I wake feeling well rested, not any more hungry, not any more thirsty, and look at that AP bar. That looks so much better. But now we can just take a little look on our map here, and we need to retrieve Dima's memories. So a couple of the places that we need to go are, of course, recover the wind farm kill switch code. This is the one we need to go and get. Now, I'm not sure what the best option for this is. I can cut across, kind of to Adam Spring, where we have gone before, and we had made our way down over to the Children of Adam Shrine. That's probably going to be a relatively safe journey. And then at that point, we can just hop into the water and swim on up. The other option, if I'm concerned that stuff has respawned, I could kind of follow along this water here. Now there is this crossing point that we had taken out the fog crawler and an angler earlier on, and can continue down here, going past all of these, and make our way out into the wider ocean and making our way back this way. But I think overall, we've dealt with some enemies heading over to the spring. So if we just kind of exit the nucleus, cut across the water, go up to the spring, we know that is safe. And it's pretty safe on your way down to Children of Adam Shrine. I think at that point we can jump in the water, and that would be the best thing to do. So that is what I'm going to try to do, at least. But before we do that, we did pick up some stuff in here, so may as well go ahead and get that sold off, as really no sense of carrying it around. And in fact, we might even be able to get, look at that, economy wonder glue. Beautiful, beautiful. Maybe a little bit more stuff that we can actually loot in here yet. Now I am back in the hazmat suit, so you know what that means. We need to take our normal medics and psycho just to make sure that we get our damage resistance up just a little bit. And not to mention we can deal a little bit more damage. But I was thinking maybe I would cut this out, but this is a path that I have not actually shown on this playthrough, because I think pretty much all of that got cut out and when it was corrupted. So this is the way we had taken to the Spring of Adam. We ran into a legendary gulper right over here and a couple other gulpers, but we took them all out, no problem, lickety split, and already got the custom marker set. We are coming up nice and quick now on the spring. Just make sure, yep, everything looks good yet. Got a nice little, even though it's water. This is the problem with Far Harbor when you're wanting to walk and be like, hey, I'll just swim. Because when you look at where I'm at now, like I should be in the middle of the water. Yeah. It's shallow. It's not like you can just duck under and just from there you can just swim underwater and not be worried. Yeah, there's some worried. I know it's heavily irradiated, but Adam Spring can get even more irradiated. That is the 150 there. Yeah, don't want that. And of course, the mother figure mist was up here and said follow. So if we take this path, that's going to be pretty much the exact path that we need to take fully. And I walked this way, of course, with the Mother of the Fog. No issues, but that is no issues whatsoever anyway. And I think I'm already off track because you just follow her blindly and you get nervous at what you see dotted around. So a little bit different here. Maybe I better actually set a custom marker as, yeah, I'm walking right back the way I came. Ultimately, I want to go this way. Custom marker. Do me proud. Cut across. Over here. There, this looks a little bit better. This looks like an actual path. And you see the hidden brackets getting a little bit closer. That's not exactly what you want. Ooh, ooh. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to mess with you. At least not right this second. I mean, if you're just gonna stand there, though. I know there's at least another one. Oh, it didn't take him out. I thought that might take him out. Crit again. And just one more should take this bear out. Getting a little damage on him. And we got a glowing Yaogwai. Okay, let's take I guess, 2 criticals to the head. And hope for the best. Yeah, it's going to get nice and close. Critical again. Stun him. And just hopefully take him out with a extra shot. Perfect. Okay, if there's one more, we are kind of toast. Oh, that made me a little bit more nervous than I wanted to be. Bears hit like a truck. And I didn't have any good cover. And of course, I'm not wearing my armor. But that is why you take Med-X and Psycho. Get a little bit more damage output. Not to mention, if they do hit you, I might survive one swipe. But what do we got? All right, well, we got 2 mini nukes, but we have virtually no carry capacity. And although this is fun, being able to, potentially kill a suicider, manually take the mini nuke, turn around, throw it in the Mutant Slayer's Fat Man, and fire it on his friends. That's fun, valuable, but no way that we can justify carrying that, even though it does have a lot of value. It is just weighs way, way too much. Now with those 2 dead, we just keep going a straight shot. The hidden brackets look pretty calm at the moment. If we just clamber up on over top of these rocks. Okay, so there we're coming up on a little cemetery. This made me nervous last episode 2 on the way back. I got a little off track again, and oh, now there's a gulper here. There was it's just a young gulper though. I wouldn't mind getting my criticals built up a little bit. If we can get a decent shot at them. Back that way. 66 on the belly. Yeah. That's a good shot. Down he goes. I don't think we need to get the gulper meats. And, ooh, yeah, an actual gulper over that way. He's not going to see us. No chance. Too foggy. This island is full of death. But yeah, last time came back. Bunch of brood mothers. Fortunately, was able to get them taken care of nice and quick. Yeah, that caution faded. Ruthless trapper over there. Don't have to worry about him. And, okay, more rocks. We're coming up closer to where we need to be. But this is just all about making a series of walks across the island. Kind of walking, having VATS do your scanning. This isn't exactly the route that I was originally planning on. We got a stalking trapper. So we got a trapper over here. Where am I on the map? Okay, so got to kind of follow this water, but there's going to be either, I guess, trapper over there, an angler over here. This is, and Psycho and Medics wore off. That can't happen. There we go. Back. All drugged up. The albino angler is submerged. If we hang on this side of the water, there's the gulper that we probably needed to take care of, but that might actually be getting involved with the trappers. I don't want to deal with trappers. They have harpoon guns. I don't want to deal with anglers. They have spit. If I just walk in the water, that'll be okay, right? Just thread the needle. Trust in my stealth, which, ooh. Really trust stealth. Hit up a stealth boy. This is fine. We just gotta make it to the water. No one will see me. I especially hope not the angler. And hopefully I don't walk on top of something. But again, this water, very, very shallow. I think we're past the angler now. We're getting past the trappers. If we just follow this water, ooh, I'm breaking cover. Illness persists of fatigue. I re-rolled just that quick. Little disappointing. Ooh, too close to something. Probably trappers there, or is that the... No, that's the shrine. Okay, that is where I wanted to ultimately go. Okay. This place is clear because this had ghouls. Garden gnome. Yes. Heavily irradiated, but I'm in a hazmat suit. No big deal. And at this point, take a look at the map once again. We are basically, we're going to want to just head directly out here. Once we get into the water, then we can just swim. Nothing will see me. Never, ever, ever. At least that is the hope. So just cut across country just a little bit more. We're almost to the water. We're almost safe. Young gulper in the tree. That's fine. Trees are fine. Got a building up ahead. As long as I don't pop up right on top of an angler or something, it'll be okay. Brackets are looking fairly steady. Oh, this is the... Oh, this isn't exactly where I want to be. Okay, let's head a little bit more to the east. Oh. Broke cover by swimming. Ooh, young gulper. Don't want to take the critical, but he's definitely the one that sees me, right? Get a good shot at his tail. Come on, Vats. There we go. Good shot at the tail. Silenced weapon. His friends shouldn't be any the wiser. I say that. He's got a friend right there. He doesn't see me, though. Again, take a shot at the tail. That's pretty easy to hit. Just a level 10 gulper. Down he goes. Okay, good. It's a little bit more wildlife than I initially wanted. But I don't want to go in there. There is a lot of mirelurks. But going this way, a bunch of gulpers. Just, yeah, more. Oh, that one's on the ground. Oh. Hidden. Detected. Caution. Okay, is it you? I think it's you. 73 at the body. Oh, that didn't take him out. Oh, another one dropped. Another one dropped. Okay, that's just another young gulper. Okay. Left arm up. Body. Take him out. Taking 2 shots to take these young gulpers out. Okay. All this is, though, Tim, clearing a path. This is the route I likely will want to take again. Although I'm in the thick right now. I can't really see. I don't think I'm actually going where I want to be. More to the east. East isn't the way I want to be. I want to be going west. I'm going into the thicket. Yeah, I have a custom marker. What am I doing? Just getting all flustered. I want to be going west. I want to be going to the shoreline. I want to be going to the sea. I don't want to be in the marsh. I want to be in the water. There's water there. But there's also more land. There's so much wildlife packed around. Probably going to be walking up on something. The hidden brackets are shuffling a little bit. This is why I didn't take rank 4 of sneak, because I like to utilize the hidden brackets. And water. Yes, beautiful, beautiful water. Okay, from here, we will no longer be hidden, but we can swim underwater. We are safe. We got Aqua Boy. And at this point, we can just swim, basically swim to the edge of the map. And once we swim to the edge of the map, when we can no longer go that way, and just sprint underwater right now, then at that point, we will turn north and start making our way to where we need to be. A lot of nice boats down here, but unfortunately, there isn't actually much underwater. Psycho Med-X wore off. That's okay. I'm in the water. Should be relatively safe. And just sprint, swim. We'll get there super, super fast. I actually thought I might have been at the... Hey, there we go. You cannot go that way. So let's take a quick look at the map. Yeah, we are way to the west, which, even though it looks like the map, you know, goes all the way to this line, it doesn't. But now at this point, I'm just going to hug where I cannot go that way anymore to the west, be as far west as I can. And ultimately, you know, it tells you to go recover the wind farm kill switch code right here, but yet you also have Dima's cache here. And yeah, that's where we want to be. We don't want to be here. There's more monsters there. No, 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 no. Don't want that. Under 70 meters to go. Yeah, just keep hugging that wall. The little compass marker has officially reset to where I ultimately need to be. And yeah, I'm just swimming underwater until this little island here will pop up, get our gun out, and hidden. So originally it was showing, you know, over there. But look, you can actually see those ugly, ugly beasts over there. A nice angler. That's going to be probably like an albino angler or... Well, there is an albino angler. Another one. And that doesn't even count to the... Okay, just regular angler in the middle. Yeah, I don't want to cause trouble with them. No. There's no point to cause trouble. when you can just swim around. So that's what we're going to do. Disturbed earth, go ahead and dig with our hands, get that dirt under our fingernails, really feel like we accomplished something. And oh, I thought I had broken cover when I got up, but I did it that myself. So we got the wind turbine code. Beautiful. Started cleansing the land. We can bring down Far Harbor's defenses, or we can confront Dima about it. And now at this point, since that is back on the east side of the map, you have the wind farm maintenance. So ultimately, you got Beaver Creek Lanes. We can swim. I actually want to visit Far Harbor one more time. Just make sure that there's nothing there that I really want. So we'll swing by Far Harbor. Maybe we'll do a little bit of selling, buying. But more than likely, we'll just go there. And we know that there is a relatively safe path through the Beaver Creek Lanes on this side here. And then straight up to Acadia, which we will want to go to Acadia yet. Whew, we would want to go to Acadia eventually. But then the wind farm maintenance is right there. So that will be nice and easy to do. And yeah, I don't want to head to the east dealing with these little other small islands. No, just stick with the plan. That worked pretty well other than having to take out a few gulpers. Just swim up to the north, then swim east all the way around the island. Honestly, Aqua Boy's the best way to deal with this DLC. That and the hazmat suit with drugs, so you don't take any unnecessary rads. But with that, yeah, let's get crack-a-lackin'. Made it through Far Harbor, and now we are on our way to destroy them. Yes, yes indeed. Got Beaver Creek Lanes coming up on our right. I think that's probably where we are going to want to go, as last time we kind of went around the wrong way. So we got to go around, I guess, the west side of it, and that should be the proper path. Now this should all be safe. No ghouls here. We've, of course, cleared that out and have been venturing through here multiple times. And at this point, just follow this road, and it won't actually be all that much further to Acadia or also to the wind turbine place. Just check the hidden brackets. Yep, everything looks good. Run, check. And if those brackets are ever narrow, then you know you are in trouble. But looks like we are good at this moment. And old Longfellow, I have no idea why he decides to go the long, stupid way. Maybe, uh-oh. Oh my goodness, I thought the game crashed. I was going to be so bummed. That took me so long to sleep. That little pause there. Oh, I didn't like it. Just checking my recording software. Everything is still actually functioning. So that's good. Don't have to worry about losing footage, or at least that's the thought. But yeah, why didn't old Longfellow take us this way? It's a much more direct route. Maybe, he doesn't have a harness or anything for rope and rock climbing, but we do, because we can just skyrim our way up these hills, up these cliffs, and only 45 meters away. Yeah, this should be nice and easy. It's popping up on the map. Just hammer that jump button, and we will be up there in no time. This looks like we can climb this, maybe? Maybe we'll have to go around. Jump button's not seeming to be working as effectively here, but we are still making progress. Definitely not intended to go up this way, but when you have, the protagonist here, that we can just hammer that jump button and just one more rock. There we go. Oh, one more rock. There we go. And we have officially made it to the wind farm maintenance. Just a little ways away from Acadia. Yeah, only 84 meters to go talk to Dima. But what we want to do is in here. And right now in here, Ooh, got a lovely corpse with a nuka grenade and sugar bombs, child of Adam. In here right off the bat, it's kind of showing, hey, there could be a little bit of danger. We have a dead body. We have 2 dead bodies, in fact. 2 children of Adam trying to infiltrate in here. And we have an assaultron. So that is telling us what we are going to be dealing with, which isn't overly exciting, to say the least. Because, yeah, even more set dressing. Be nice if there was, like, another nuka grenade. That would be ideal. But in here, we just have a little mini-type game thing. It says, hey, push the button. No, we got to restore the power to the wind farm security door. Okay, well, let's just take a little look around here. And we got, you know, duct tape, silver locket. Yeah, that's not going to really help unless you have some bubble gum and duct tape. But we got, you know, map markers, industrial grade fuse, number 1. Number 2, and oh, hey, look, it tells us we have to go in here as well, because this is where we are going to need to put in the fuses. But we're not quite done yet because we have more fuses to go. At least, I think it's more than 2, right? Maybe it's only 2. Yeah, okay. Says 2 remaining. So we got 2 more to grab. Those are just all dotted right around here as well. Got 1 more here that I happened to miss, and there is 1 more right on the little bench here right by it. Gonna want to turn our light off. Gotta deactivate that. And okay, restore power complete. This is where things can get a little dicey. Push the button. Just back off. Back off. We can see them coming through here. If anybody happens to come, there are going to be 2 assaultrons that we are going to end up needing to take out, plus some turrets. And I'm thinking that this... Ooh, Tim, you are inside. You do not need to be wearing a hazmat suit. Think these things through. You can be a lot more stealthy and a lot better protected. Glad I thought of that last minute here. And throw military caps, patrolman sunglasses, have a lot more shots and VATs, and also we can, guess, increase our movement speed. Not to mention cunning and chameleon. Chameleon messes up everything, but hey, that will work. Much better stealth. And honestly, I want to be able to one-shot these guys. So we want to take another dose of Psycho.
Bring it.
Man, if I hadn't taken all the ranks for not being addicted, I'd be so addicted to the Psycho drug, as I take that all the time. Okay, and now once you're in here, there's going to be 2 pathways to go. You can either go to the right or to the left. Ultimately, we are going to want to go to the right. Okay, that door's closed. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, I got hit. Like, how did I get hit? I didn't see it. Oh, 2.54. That's fine. That's more room for rads that I can take. In caution. That's why you throw on the armor. Tired, lack of sleep. Man, that fatigue is just wearing on me something fierce. Okay, was that... I could have swore that the turret was a little bit further down. Oh! By a little bit further down, they're right in front of my face. I don't know how I didn't see them, but we'll be able to take those down nice and easy. Okay. Ooh, Assaultron. Just basic Assaultron, though. Basic Assaultron. That is good to know. Good thing of having subtitles on. We know it's a regular Assaultron. Regular Assaultrons cannot go invisible. I feel like such an idiot taking damage there. Oh, man. At least I had my armor on. Gotta make sure that there's not any more right there. I'm surprised I actually made it this far in. And there's the basic Assaultron. Should go down nice and easy. In caution. Let's just back off. I think it's just a turret down there. But in case it's the other Assaultron, don't want to be too close in case they come running around because they move so fast. Be cautious, but not too cautious. Okay. Heard 2 turrets deactivate. That door is still closed. Perfect. Okay, well, let's come up here. Make sure that there's not one, like, right above me. We know the Assaultron down here is dead. Now I'm getting nervous and paranoid for turrets. That's been my downfall this run. Not moving turrets. Okay, machine gun turret. We can get a little better view. 85. Down that one goes. And, okay. Just another turret in here. Probably the other side. Just wait to go to hidden. And just take it out. Can I shoot through the door? Maybe? We can waste a critical for a laser turret. Okay. And that one is down. Beautiful. Okay. This side, I think, is complete. Nothing else over here that we can really need to worry about. And we just have to make it to the other side. And this Assaultron could be very, very high level. I am pushing level 70 at this point. Nice and easy. If we get eyes, we use our critical right off the bat. Doesn't matter if we see... Ooh, there it is. And it's okay. It's a Dominator. Critical. Dominators can go invisible. And that already has the face opened up. But that goes down. Beautiful. But, of course, we're not done yet. The hidden brackets are still moving. One more turret, I think, down here. Maybe 2. Take that aluminum. I just don't want to get shot. There we go. Machine gun turret. Goes down. Brackets. Nice and steady. That is all the enemies in here. We can turn on our lights so we can see. And ultimately, regulator terminal here. This is what we want. Let's go ahead and run the program to eliminate the defenses of Far Harbor. Bunch of garbly goop. And more garbly goop. Bringing down Far Harbor's defenses complete, and now we need to inform the High Confessor. Cycle worn off. Now we also started close to home. But we got our steamer trunk. We're going to fail a bunch of quests here, but I do not care because Far Harbor is plenty strong and not plenty strong, plenty difficult to deal with if you wanted to do a full clearing. And in YOLO, no, I do not need to do that. I'm actually pressing our carry capacity now. I don't think there's anything good over there. So we can just go ahead and head on out. And we are going to need to go talk to Acadia. We come out. witness the destruction of Far Harbor. You can hear a growl. It almost seems more ominous now too. A little bit more foggy. The island wants blood, and it is going to get the blood of Far Harbor. Thankfully, even though we just murdered all those people in Far Harbor, well, we didn't murder them. The creatures of the island did. But nobody seems to care in Acadia. I mean, Dima seems relatively peaceful. Don't really need to talk to him. We need to talk to Kasumi. Because in order to, what I would consider to have Far Harbor complete, is you need to resolve at least one of the modes to make the island, I guess, a little bit more peaceful. And you also have to help out Kasumi in one way or another, as Kenji did send you, and you got to get that resolved. So I think we're going to want to throw on our charisma gear, and we can talk to beautiful, beautiful Kasumi.
I heard about Far Harbor.
I don't know why I said beautiful, beautiful Kasumi, but I guess for an NPC, she's pretty. I don't know. I feel as though I'm digging myself even bigger hole.
Hey, Kasumi.
I heard about Far Harbor. It was you, wasn't it? You found something in Dima's memories to turn off the fog condensers.
And yeah, at this point, you want to kind of be nice to Kasumi if you want to resolve it in a more peaceful manner. Otherwise, she's just going to get mad at you. So yeah, you just say, had no choice about doing it.
I didn't have a choice. Far Harbor had to go.
Should I go back? They obviously still care about me. Or who they think I am. They need a daughter. They deserve to have one. Everything in Acadia has been settled. I found my answers. Maybe it's time I did something for someone else.
And there, Kasumi just kind of talks about that going home makes a lot of sense. So, I mean, you could say belong in Acadia, but honestly, she found out that Dima is a monster. So her parents love her, and you know, maybe this will be a good step in the right direction, and she can actually be more useful there. And if not, she can always just leave again. But yeah, the Nakanos need you.
You're right, Kasumi. They need you. Go home.
I will. I'll start gathering my supplies, and I'll have to say goodbye to everyone. Thanks for everything. Maybe I'll see you back in the Commonwealth?
Maybe, Kasumi. Maybe. So that is resolved. Now we just need to talk to Kenji back in the Commonwealth when we get back. And I can't wait to get done with Far Harbor. It's not the most difficult in the world, as it doesn't take a ton of time. And where am I going? I am just twiddling my thumbs in the wrong direction. Here's the door we need. Just want to do one more thing while we are in Acadia, and that is doing a little buying and selling. And while we are here, I think it will be good to buy up pretty much all the 4570 that we can do for our lever action. We're not going through that ammo a ton, but if I don't have to come back to Far Harbor, I think that would be for the best. Obviously, we absolutely could, even though Far Harbor is destroyed. Doesn't mean that we can't visit the island, maybe go on a ghoul slaying run, or, you know, if we just want to get irradiated more. We'll just trade off some fusion cores for those rounds. Still paying 1450, but the weight should counter out with that. Uh-oh, carrying too much. Carrying too much? Are you sure, game? Says I'm at 220 out of 225. I'm guessing for a split second that it actually had both in our inventory at once. So that is all we need to do here. Acadia is complete. We no longer need to do anything there. Don't need to talk to Dima. Really nothing to say to him. So we can go ahead, throw our hazmat suit on, and head back to the island. Okay. Beautiful night once again. Very pretty. There's the cricket look-alike. Yeah, it does look nice in Acadia. If I wanted to... You sure, game? You sure there's a synth refugee here? If I wanted to live anywhere on Far Harbor, it would be at the top of the hill here. But we do need to make it back now to the children of Adam. And that is going to be a little bit more difficult. Once again, we are going to have to kind of walk on down, cross this body of water where we have done before. And then at that point, it's going to be clamber back up this little mountain, come down here, quickly cross the road, hopefully not run into any trappers or wildlife, and come across here and cross this little point here before making it back to the nucleus. So, if all goes well, I will not see you guys until we are there, but knowing me and how my lack of navigation skills goes, it will be in a matter of like 5 seconds. Well, I don't believe it either, but made it back. And yeah, only saw like one angler, one trapper that was very easy to just skirt around. So things are looking good. So ultimately now, of course, we just need to go talk to Texas. We could buy more ammunition here, but we are flirting with the end of our carry capacity.
None will escape.
It is pretty crazy. The only thing we've done for the children of Adam is, I guess, retrieve the memories for Dima, murdered the people at Far Harbor, and we saw a vision in the fog. But lots of little quests here that we could have done, but no, don't need to do any of them. The High Confessor is back here in his little quarters shrine area. I would love to sleep in your bed, but it is owned.
High Confessor.
The moment it happened, I could hear it. A change in the wind. It's over, isn't it? Far Harbor has finally returned to Atom's Grand Kingdom.
It's done. Far Harbor sleeps under the fog at last. Glory to Adam.
Glory indeed. I did not doubt he sent you to us. But now I finally see why. Thanks to you, the greatest threat to our family is no more. And for that, you will be rewarded. Here. A paltry thing, considering what you've accomplished.
And this is definitely going to be putting us over capacity, so we're going to need to get rid of that right away. I wish you could just like not take things from people, of where you could just be like, yeah, thanks, but no thanks. I don't want that. Here, you can actually just
spreading Atom's glory.
have it again.
Such dedication should be acknowledged. From now on, you shall be known by all as Crusader. A title befitting your accomplishments.
Thank you.
We've also reached out to the settlements you've been helping in the fog. Missionaries have been dispatched to inform them of the turn of events. We should have no trouble swaying them to our cause now. You have ended an era of wickedness, Crusader. Go forth in the age of Atom.
Did anybody else notice that whenever he moved his hands, he was like emitting light? He doesn't have a Pip-Boy on, but it almost looked like it was a Pip-Boy light, or, you know, maybe he's just that irradiated where he just is glowing. But right now, we've received the Crusader of Adam perk. Grants a bonus to weapon damage. The higher your rads, the greater the bonus. And we can't heal radiation. So this is going to be a permanent damage boost to our weapons. And we are almost 50% irradiated right now, which I believe that means our guns do almost 50% more damage.
But what am I thinking? Our brethren must hear the news.
That tone changed too, but we did complete the quest. And let's take a look at our weapons now. So we got our incendiary converted operator's rifle, now doing 319 damage. Our freezing 300 plus then 46 energy, and that is with only 10% adrenaline. Yes, Yes, please. Oh, that is great. Oh, that is so great. Feel really good about that. And that means Far Harbor is complete in all manner, shape, or form. We got a perk. We took care of Kasumi. We are good. All we have left to do is leave. And now from here, we have a decision once more. We can either try to traverse backwards, coming along here and climbing up the rocks, going this way, and then back on over to Acadia and back down, which I don't think is overly possible. I think it would push you too far to trapper encampments either side, which maybe, you know, you could pop a stealth boy and go, but the rocks sure seem a lot steeper heading back east versus west. And of course, there is the other way we talked about too, going across on this water and coming on down through here and then just sneaking our way out, which again, that would be very beneficial. But you do run into, you know, like you got the Vim Pop Factory, that is super mutants. Got Southwest Harbor, which I think might be trappers, I believe. Not to mention, it is narrow, so you would really be threading the needle. And even once you get there, you're going to have to come on down here to make it out all the way again, too. And Cranberry Island Bog has some miscellaneous nonsense on it, too. And, of course, then otherwise, we can go what we just did up to Adam Spring, back down to the Children Adam Shrine, and come around and swim the long way around once more, which that is definitely going to be taking the longest. You got the shortest route, but I think you're going to run into trappers. You have the medium route, but I think you're going to run into super mutants and just other potential issue. Or you have the long route, and we are going to err on the side of safety. So we are, in fact, going to go the long route once again. And I know the last time I just did that when we were going up to Dima's Cache, we did clear out a few enemies. So hopefully it is relatively clear. And at that point, we can just go for a nice long swim and probably get sick because we did not get sick the first go around. Well, looks like we got a red stag doe that's coming after us. Ooh. Now there is a trapper that's a little bit aware. But I think we can just sneak right on by. Nothing to worry about. Yeah, back to hidden. We are good. Oh, crud. Got a little bit too close. Why am I unable to hit him very good? We'll critical him. Take him down. Oh, there's more right there. Oh, I am right on top of him. I am right on top of him. Critical. He doesn't see me. Okay. I don't know how he doesn't see me. Oh, another one. Oh. Headshot. Take him out. Down he goes. Is that all? Oh, nope. One more. Critical. Oh, critical him again. I should have hit. Oh, he got damage in. 2.3. Is that all? Oh my goodness. That was way too close. Way too much. And that's what I get for trying to just skirt around these guys. And then there was an erratic red stag. And then I guess these guys were on the move. So I guess this is I got a Child of Adam Zealot. Nice. Would have been really good to go to them as I just took a little bit of damage there. And of course I went with the route of, oh, I don't need to take Psycho or Medics. Okay, yeah, just Children of Adam. Just children of Adam. I don't need Psycho or Med-X because, you know, I'm just going to be able to go nice and easy and have no issues whatsoever. You know what they say about the best laid plans. But on the plus side, we are back to where we were at before and in our journey, and this was a safe location. And then from here, still only 345 rads. Okay, so over here isn't ideal. We ended up having to go a little bit south before making our way to the water, but we'll just set a custom marker out there. It is nice that it is at least early morning, so I do have a little bit more stealth active there. Drink the water. We're almost out of water too. So we kind of want to go south just a little bit. And I think we should be able to sneak around everything once again. We took the gulpers out. I think that was the only thing we really needed to worry about. And this time we're going to take a little bit more direct path as well. Most of the way back. Can faintly hear gunfire. Picking up a little bit more actually. And that literally took me over 15 minutes to do the swimming, so that's always nice. Ooh. Okay, I gotta really pay attention. Okay, this is essentially where I want to be, because I want to be by the boat. I would love to come up like right on the boat, but it sounds like something is very, very close by. Am I going to get shot as soon as I come up or taken out? Looks like I can get out right here. Maybe. Come on. Jump out. Hidden. Okay, hidden. I'm on the docks. Apparently, I have witnessed the destruction of Far Harbor. I think that means that everybody is dead, or at least mostly. Yeah, okay. So let's get our sniping weapon out. And let's do the boat controls. Go back to the Commonwealth. And now I should be 100% safe in here. Ooh, I was going to say got a shot at the fog crawler, but not really. If I had a VATS, you know, block, I could. Or if I could jump up on top of this, but I wouldn't mind taking some pot shots. That's going to detect anything because I am still technically here. Ooh, fog crawler. I'll take a few 40. Hey, I got one. And there's Pearl. So I actually helped Pearl out. Well done, me. One fog crawler down on the way. Because if I do come back, I will, of course, have to take out those monsters. Oh, the Commonwealth. Oh, it looks so blue, so nice. I love it. I'm very tired. But that is Far Harbor complete-ish. I don't technically have to go back over there. And, looks like Kasumi made it somehow back. I don't know where her boat was docked. Obviously, it was not in Far Harbor. She would have had to deal with the monsters. But she is here, and everybody can be happy. Maybe we'll just throw on our suit just in case. And, you know, we look very professional when we have our armored newsboy cap on, black rim glasses, and clean black suit.
Mom?
We look so fancy.
Dad? I'm home.
Welcome back home, Kasumi.
It's good to be home.
You saved my daughter. Thank you. You're home now.
And yeah, we want to try to make things as good for Kasumi as possible. And, you know, we can tell Kenji to hold on to her. Oh, weary. I'm going to be over encumbered. Hang on. Let's just do... We are floating on the edge here. But we do have some Nuka-Cola. Let's drink... Yeah, let's just do a Nuka-Cola Orange. We are floating on the edge, but hold on to her, Kenji. That'll make him hold on to her tight, maybe even more restrictions. And, oh, sorry, I just threw a lamp. But yeah, listen to her. She's a good kid.
Listen to Kasumi next time, Kenji. Don't just try to keep her safe. Talk to her.
I know. I will. We don't have much to offer, but my father traveled the Commonwealth. He had quite a collection before he died. I buried it all near the house. Thank you again. You saved my family. We won't forget that.
And close to home complete, another 448 XP.
We're a family.
And we have a legendary weapon that we can, or I guess legendary weapon, or legendary piece of gear. So all we have to do is dig up the stash, which is just in this little supply depot next to their little workshop area. And this is a randomized legendary drop, so this is not a guaranteed legendary. So whatever this is, we could use, and we can talk to Kasumi here. How about we do that in a little bit, Kasumi? We want to dig up the supplies. And we got... Oh. Okay, well, we have 50 kale. We will take that. Yeah, we're over encumbered. We got okay, let's take a look at what we can do. Let's throw on our rad powered right leg. For that matter, we may as well put all of our beautiful, beautiful armor back on. So now we have a little bit more carry capacity. And chameleon, last thing. Beautiful. Let's take a look here. We, of course, want the bottle caps. 556. Sure, we'll take the 3 there. Got a lot of good stuff in this steamer trunk, actually. Plasma cartridge. Psycho, we go through that like crazy. And even not a half bad plasma weapon. And I mean, it is improved automatic, so I have no ranks and perks here. But mighty powerful assault rifle. 25% more damage. That is base damage. And we are definitely going to be taking that. We are going to have to free up more carry weight yet. But we might have a new gun for the rotation. Although this is already the powerful receiver, we could potentially put that up to advanced. And it has a suppressor on it. So maybe it's not quite as good as I was initially thinking, as it is very, very heavy. But this has a lot of good mods on it, and we might want to utilize that. We will definitely have to take a look at that, and yeah, we have to figure out what to drop. We have to drop another 10 carry weight. I could do a grilled rad stag, but I'm really nervous that the bug will hit again, so I think I'm going to try to just avoid doing that. Maybe I can rock some buff out for now, and that will get me back to the Commonwealth okay. Yeah, we got the buff out on hand. Take that, parched, that's fine. We even got 10 more carry weight that we could do. Properly hydrated. And perfect. That's looking good. I'm not sure if Kasumi actually wanted to talk to me or not. I guess we can talk to her. Maybe she'll say thank you for, you know, having us come home.
Kasumi.
I never realized before what I put Kenji and Ray through. How much
Thank
they've
you
lost.
so much. Kasumi is home.
No, looks like just generic dialogue. And now, Commonwealth. Oh, the beautiful, beautiful Commonwealth. We can teleport. We are on the far side of the map. We can just teleport quick to the Institute and back out. Excellent. And just on the other side of the road of Hangman's Alley, which we can just quick make our way there. And I think this is gonna be it at this point. We are dumb tired, so we will absolutely get back to Hangman Alley and just instantly take a sleep. But it does feel good to have now 3 of the 4 DLCs complete, and we are probably about halfway or thereabouts through the main storyline and quest line for the overall arching part of the game. So Feel very good about that. I'm not looking forward to Automatron coming up, and we are weary from lack of sleep. Man, we got to get that straightened out. First things first, so let's just jump all of our junk. We barely can make it. Oh, that's great. And we are going to have to take a look at that mighty assault rifle, but I think that will have to be next time. And Kate's just jumping on the bed because she likes to have fun.
The sun's coming up soon. I don't like stumbling around in the dark.
Okay. Yeah. How about you just stay on the bed and I'll just sleep. Just don't step on me while I am sleeping, please. Buffo wore off, well rested, and other than the fatigue persisting, we actually got very, very lucky that we did not get sick. I feel really good about that. But yeah, that is gonna be the end of this episode. We got a lot accomplished, completing Far Harbor, and now making it back to the Commonwealth. And now from here, I have to make a decision for kind of what path I want to go down of the factions, and kind of figure out where I want to go. But as always, thanks for watching, and thanks for joining. And until next time, powering off.